I'm Dallas here with Privateer Press, and last time we dry brushed our models, which really help us pick out all those awesome details. Today, we're going to get cracking on our base coats, laying a foundation of color that will really make our figure stand out on the battlefield. So, let's get started. To get started on the base coats of our Castigator, I have some mid-off white base and some sanguine base, a 6-well palette, and a piece of plastic card, clear water, a selection of brushes, and some paper towels. So to get started, I'm going to take some of the mid-off white base and just pop it open and grab a little bit of this and load a 6-well palette. Get quite a bit of paint for this. And just load it up. That should be enough. Use a little water to thin the paint. You want the paint thin but not wet. You still got to have control, but with maximum coverage. And that looks pretty good. I got good coverage and good control for my base coats. Now we can use our base hobby brush and begin painting our model. A little water to loosen the brush. When loading, you just want to dip the paint into the tip. All right, let's get started on this base coat. I'm just going to start on the top carapace and begin applying. You can see I have control, but it's thin enough to move my paint around. I just want a nice, even first layer. Lots of times on your base coat, it takes 2 coats. You can be messy with a dry brush, but your base coat needs to be a little bit cleaner. Grab a little paint on the brush. I'm going to loosen it with some water. Dab the paint, give it a little twist. Just to make sure my brush is not overloaded. We don't want paint everywhere. Base coats are all about control. And continue around your model, nice and steady. Lots of times base coats take 2 or 3 layers, and that's okay. Multiple thin layers are much better than one thick layer. Some of those areas are really tight, so you want a nice tip. Just barely touch back there. Get the top of that guy's head. And give him a little spin and see if there's anything I missed that I feel should be our color. And I think that's good for the first coat. Now we've got our first layer applied to all the places we want to hit with that color. So let's go ahead and get started on our second layer. Second layer, same as the first. As you can see here, the paint on the first layer, I can still see a little bit of that gold shining through. So that second layer will help hide all that. And just smooths it all out. Since we're still in our pretty early stages of our miniature, things might look a little rough. But later on we'll clean it up and everything's going to come together. Let's go ahead and clean the brush off. And go back for more paint. All right, we're just about done with this second base coat. Just going to clean up just a little bit on that. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. And there's our second base coat. Our first color is all set. Now we can move on to sanguine base, which will be applied in the exact same manner. So I'm going to grab a little bit of sanguine base, a little touch of water. Hone the brush, a little more paint, hone the brush, and apply. And for this, I just want my sanguine base here on the cloth tabard. Just using the tip to gently apply my first layer of paint. Twist and turn your model whatever direction you need to let you get into all those nooks and crannies. We're going to go ahead and paint this cow sanguine as well. A little more visual interest to the center of the model. And look at that. We've got our base layer all done and we're ready to begin our washes, which we'll cover in our next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and check out the links below for more in this series and additional information on the P3 Hobby line. Be cool. Like that.